Right, this training module is about the Med range. Dr. Hauschka Med was launched many years ago with the demands for dry, flaky, itchy skin in mind. People that suffer from dermatitis, eczema, neurodermatitis, psoriasis, pityriasis, that skin condition where you've got a itchy skin or very reactive skin to certain things needs extra care. And it needs a skin range that is purposefully unfragranced and has got very calming and soothing ingredients. The main ingredient in the Med range here is the ice plant. And the ice plant is grown here in the Western Cape, just outside Wellington, on a special farm where there are a lot of sandy areas. And this ice plant, which is one of the Vechi family, holds onto the beautiful moisture and survives in the most dry, hot, arid weather conditions. And this ingredient, the ice plant, is very cooling, calming and hydrating and holds the moisture into dry, flaky, irritated skin. So as part of the Med range, we've got the Basic Care, which is the ice plant body lotion, which is for obviously the whole body. And then we have the ice plant face cream. So these two products, and the hand cream, I beg your pardon, the ice plant hand cream, very protective, basic care for when the skin is just a little bit normally dry and flaky, and it's not going through an intensive phase or an acute phase. So these three products you can just use normally: body lotion, face, and a hand cream. And they really do create a beautiful moisture barrier on the surface of the skin. Then, when the itchiness or dry, flaky skin becomes a little bit more intensive, we have something called the Intensive Ice Plant Cream. You can use this just on the little areas that happen to be dry, flaky, itchy, or going through a little bit more of a flare-up, so to speak. And those with the hypersensitive, flaky, dry, itchy skin know about this intensive when the skin is going through a little bit more of an intensive time. You can also just have it in little areas like around the nose, maybe the ear here, in the creases of the skin, on the knuckles, in between the fingers. You can just use it on little areas like that. So we're going basically from basic care, when the itchiness is getting a little bit more intensive, the intensive. And then there are phases which the neurodermatitis, dermatitis, eczema skin certainly knows about, when there's an acute phase. Then we have the Acute Care Potentilla, which is a slightly pinky cream, and the extract comes from the potentilla plant or the tormentil plant. And the root, when you cut through the root, it looks like raw flesh. So for me, it's such an interesting ingredient to use in the Acute Care cream. And the Acute Care cream is used on when there is this major flare-up. So it is when the skin is going through an acute phase. Then we have the Lavement, which is for people that suffer from cold sores. This is loaded with echinacea and spearmint. And the echinacea literally is a topical application for the immune system in that particular area. The Lavement, the intensive lip care, stops a cold sore in its tracks. As soon as you start, there's a little tingle that happens before a cold sore comes, and this will literally stop a cold sore in its tracks. The customers that use the Lavement swear by this. They will literally just immediately use it, and it stops it in its tracks. And if the cold sore is starting, it will prevent it from getting to its full-blown big cold sore. So that is the Lavement. Then we have a range of teeth and gum hygiene products. We have 2 toothpastes. It is quite a different flavor, so you have to get used to using a natural toothpaste if you are used to using the normal regular ones with synthetic ingredients and parabens in it. These are paraben-free and fluoride-free. We have the sensitive saltwater toothpaste for sensitive gums and sensitive teeth. It has got a little bit of a slight licorice and sort of salty flavor to it, but very gentle. And this one you can swallow. So for children, they can use the sensitive toothpaste as well. It is okay to be ingested, no problem. Then we have the Fortified Mint toothpaste, which has got a minty flavour. And this toothpaste won a competition in Europe against all other toothpastes in Europe for the treatment of gingivitis, which is gum inflammation disease. So the mint toothpaste has got an exceptional healing quality, especially on the gums. Then we have a mouthwash called Sage Mouthwash. And sage as an ingredient is antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. It's a lovely mouthwash, very fresh, and no synthetic anything in it. So the regular mouthwashes that you get, obviously they've got all sorts of ingredients in them that we don't agree with. And the Sage mouthwash is clean, pure, and a beautiful mouthwash. And if you happen to have a little bit of a sore throat, you can gargle with it as well. And it gives your mouth a really beautiful, fresh scent. You can use it at any time of the day. We also have, so this is a 300 ml. We also have 100 ml, which is quite nice to take in your handbag if you worry about your fresh breath in the day as well. Keeps the hygiene in the mouth really, really in good condition. Then we have a lovely little display unit here, which if you have space in your shop to put the body lotion, the face cream, the intensive care and the acute potentilla all in a nice display as well. So yeah, the Med range is for very specific needs of people that have dry, itchy, flaky skin, and that goes through these flare-ups. And remember, it's purposefully unscented, so it doesn't have a pretty smell like the other products in the Dr. Hauschka range. And yeah, purposefully very calming, soothing and hydrating, because this kind of the neurodermatitis, dermatitis, eczema skin, the barrier function of the skin is not there, it's not intact. And you need that protective layer of the ingredients that are found in the Med range to really hold that skin in a beautiful, calm way. And these have been tested by dermatologists, doctors, and it is of medicinal quality, but without the use of cortisone and without the use of antibiotics. And yeah, proven, tested, and an excellent product to use for this kind of skin condition.